Welcome to my fucking. Welcome to episode 2 of Jobless, where we're debating between hot versus cold food. Hot versus cold. Jeff, you're familiar with hot versus cold, right?
I guess, but I don't know if it's a debate, but hot and cold food, yes. Yes, I know them.
All right. So the reason we have this is people were saying, like, I think majority of people will say hot food is better, but I think, are you a hot food guy or a cold food guy?
And we're going based off of personal statistics. I
Yeah.
mean, I've only really eaten one, like, cold food before, like actual cold food, maybe. That's probably not true, but hot food generally, yes, I like it.
All right. So you'll be the hot food team, and I'll be the cold food team. Or you'll battle 1v1. All right. So
Sure.
the reason I like cold food is that first of all, cold food is so convenient, so nice. Let's say this, you have pizza. Let's say you got pizza, take a bite of it, shove that shit in the refrigerator. Next thing you know, when you take that shit and you take a bite of it, damn, that's just the best pizza you ever ate. Even though it's cold, it doesn't have to be warmed up. Like, dude, warming up, put it in the air fryer for 15 minutes, like microwave for 3 minutes. Fuck that. You just want to eat, bro.
Bro,
And it's
you
still
could
good.
just you could just do it for 30 seconds. It's not that hard.
What do you mean? What? A soggy roll in the microwave.
Okay, and cold pizza. That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Oh, you never had cold pizza?
I have. I didn't like it because once you put the pizza in the fridge, the cold air will kind of solidify it, and that tastes gross. Like the texture is terrible. It tastes, or the feeling is just bad. I don't know. It's hard. It's not like how it was when it was hot.
Okay, okay, you never had an uncrustable? You know that shit?
I've had an uncrustable, yes.
You never eat that shit cold?
I have, but
Then?
okay, but that's different than eating pizza cold.
No, either cold still good. It's not like freezer level. It's just cold, It's still nice.
But you say leaving the pizza in the fridge overnight and then taking it out to eat it.
Oh, you haven't done that? Oh shit, I do that a lot.
That is
No,
terrible. And Uncrustables, you can't compare Uncrustables to pizzas, man. That's not how it works.
I think frozen food or like cold food just tastes significantly better. Even I don't know about you. I like soba. I love fuck. I also like cold soba. That shit is my jam, bro. Cold food is so refreshing. Hot food, dude. Bro, this shit becomes like either soggy as fuck or like whatever, bro. Like, hit me with some cold curry one. Like, like sometimes a cold curry is actually kind of nice. Nice and
Uh,
refreshing to eat. Oof.
I don't know, brother. I mean, I can see cold soba because that's how it's designed, and I guess it actually does taste good. But cold curry? All right. How would you envision cold curry? How does that look like to you?
Cold curry. You nicely, let's say, you made it like a Japanese curry. Very nice, right? Put it in the fridge. You don't want to be like freezing level, but then when you take it out, it still has a consistency of like very like kind of a bit stickiness, a little chunk, and pour that, nice and slurpy on udon.
It also depends on how long it's been in the fridge. Are we thinking as long as overnight or 30 seconds, 30 minutes? Maybe not 30 seconds because
I
that really does
say
anything.
30 minutes is good enough. I think overnight it's just so like it's like a block. You can't eat anymore. It's just 30 minutes, I think cold food is really nice. I don't know why I like it.
Interesting. 30
You
minutes.
wouldn't think so?
Okay.
Like anything cold, like even fruit when the cold tastes better. Like, oh my, yeah, have you had frozen grape? Frozen grape, which is fine.
I guess. I mean, to be fair, I haven't had enough cold food to really come up with a verdict. So,
So would you say
admittedly,
the only cold food you had is like what, like desserts or something?
I guess dessert.
Okay, anything like
I've had like cold noodles before, like the Korean cold
yeah, there
noodles,
you go.
or something like cold soba.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, just to make sure, when we say food, are we talking about like an actual dish or just
I
certain
think
ingredients?
to be like a broader side of thing, it's just saying food that are cold.
All right,
So we have a
food that
greater
is
scale. Because,
cold.
like, you can't just say soba because soba is meant to be cold. But I'm saying cold food in general. Like Hainan chicken, if it's cold, oh my gosh, it's fire.
But we're talking about a dish, right? Like
We're just saying coldness. Just cold food.
cold food.
Yeah, food that has heat taken out of them.
Okay, food that has heat taken out of them. So let's say, for example, we have ramen. Would that taste good if it if there was no heat at all? Like the temperature is cold.
Ramen because it's so oily and salty at times, I think it has to be meant to be warm. Like if it's cold, I can't. It's just too much. Like you can see so much oil on the noodle. You know, when you're just slurping like mouthful of oil, it just tastes like shit.
Okay, okay. The most sensible take you've said so far in this episode.
What are you talking about, sense of more? It is a good take. And like I said, cold food is freaking valid. How do you not like cold food? What? Cold food is just good, nice, and refreshing. Dude, imagine like summer days, super fucking hot. Your ass too lazy to like freaking microwave anything. Just like get shit out. Just go eat it, bro. Just eat it. Just eat it. It's
I
fine.
mean,
It's really
admittedly, I do have to agree when it depends on the context, the weather. If it's real hot, you know, a good freaking scoop of ice cream would do the job.
yeah, that's true. Or like sometimes even if the weather's hot, like you're right. You're right. Ice cream does sounds fire.
Hmm.
Ice cream though. Ice cream. I don't know. Ice cream count because ice cream just like freezing. You can't eat any frozen food though.
Well, it is cold. It is a cold. I don't know if I want to consider it food, but yes, it is food. It's just not
You
something
just say
like.
ice cream wasn't food. What?
Well, okay, in my head, yes, we all know that it's food. It's just when I think of food, I don't think of dessert, right? It's like something that fills you up.
So when you think of food, you think as a fuel.
Yeah. So like dessert, yes, it's a food. It's food, but it's not something you would probably want to eat often because it is what is it? Unhealthy. You eat a lot.
You can say that for every meal. A freaking a dinner is unhealthy. You see how many
Well,
dishes
yeah,
there
but
are?
like would you say that like a regular dinner compared to dessert, what's more
I can't tell you much. I
unhealthy?
don't eat dessert.
Okay, but I'm just saying you get you know where I'm coming from?
Like eating ice cream over like rice and everything else.
Yes.
I feel like dessert is something. It's not required. It's just something nice
Yeah,
to
yeah,
have
yeah.
after.
That's a good way to describe it. Required.
Yeah, I
Dessert is
think.
kind of like it's basically a treat. Like, oh, you get dessert because you're done with the main meal. Here's a treat.
Yeah, I think our if we break down the what is it the food schedule is like breakfast, brunch, lunch, and a snack, dinner, and then dessert. Is that fair to say?
Oh wait. So are you trying to say that in a day that's what you would eat?
No, I'm just saying a typical food schedule.
A typical food schedule. I feel like dessert would probably be negligible depending on the person, but I guess I could probably agree because dessert usually happens after a meal, typically
Okay,
dinner.
so I'm just saying out of all those, I think the most important probably just dinner and lunch, right? You could skip breakfast probably.
Uh, no, I'd say breakfast is the most important
No, fuck that.
because
Eating that like
once you wake up, you need some sort of energy, and you get that energy from your breakfast.
maybe like a small. You don't want something too heavy, just like something where
Yeah, it
like
doesn't have to be heavy, but it's the first meal you're gonna eat.
yeah. I don't know. I'd rather eat lunch than breakfast. Maybe just personal preference.
I mean, personally, I'm advocating for breakfast, even though I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat until around 2 p.m., bro.
Then why the fuck you have to eat breakfast? You don't even eat breakfast yourself. What?
Well, I'm just saying, it's the general consensus that. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
General consensus, my ass. You're not even part of the group. What?
It doesn't matter.
All right.
Statistics is the statistics.
Sure. All right. Let's go with that. So you're saying then what? Breakfast is important. You don't have to eat lunch and then dinner and then maybe dessert. Dessert.
Yeah, except dessert can just be. I think it's negligible.
Now, okay. Let me ask you this: who the hell thought dessert had to be sweet and cold? Who created that shit? What the fuck? You know what I
Uh,
want for dessert? I want fucking pizza for dessert.
Pizza is not a dessert.
It's pizza. No, well, dessert is argumentative. It doesn't have to be what you want to be. It has to be what the heart wants to be.
I mean, sure, I guess, but I would
Okay.
consider a pizza a snack.
What is the definition of dessert? I would say it's the last course of a meal. Is that fair to say?
I would consider it a complimentary dish or like an optional
Okay, is
dish
cake a dessert?
that's meant. Yes, cake is a dessert.
Is pie a dessert?
Pie is a dessert.
Is or isn't?
Is.
Is pizza pie a dessert?
Also, it also depends on the pie. Like if it's, for example, pot pie, that's not a dessert. I would say,
Apple pie?
pizza pie. What is that?
But it's just pizza.
What the fuck is
Dude, that's what the Italians people say. They call it a pizza pie.
that? Bruh, search that shit up. I need to see it
No,
right now.
I'm not even kidding, bro. What?
Search it up right now, bro.
It's
And
pizza
show it
pie.
to me.
Pizza pie.
Alright, what the hell?
It's a pizza pie.
You said pizza pie?
Yeah, just pizza. Listen. There's also dessert pizza.
Are you
I
sure,
think
bro?
dessert needs to be anything you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be sweet, right? Dollar doesn't be sweet. That's the worst feeling ever.
There is savory desserts, so it does not have
Which
to be
are
sweet.
like what?
I mean, there's some savory desserts in like some Asian cuisines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just don't know the name of them. I
You
know
know,
there's
if I were to change the ideal dessert, instead of wanting something sweet, you want more after you have a good meal. You know what's the best thing to finish off with?
what?
What about you, bro? Something like a soup, a piece of sushi, like it's nice and cold. Oh my god.
Okay, hold
Oh,
up. So, according to Google, dessert, according to Oxford language, whatever anyways, Google says dessert is the sweet course eaten at the end of a meal.
no. Google's fake now.
I
If
don't
we go
think
back to
Google is accounting for the savory desserts,
yeah, yeah.
but generally dessert is sweet.
Does it have to be something you eat? Can it be something you drink or no?
You could argue that. Well, if it's just drinking, just purely drinking, no.
Hmm. I see. So let me ask you, what is your some of your dessert that are not cold? Ooh,
Not cold?
yeah, some dessert that are not cold. And not sweet too. Ooh,
Okay, now that's hard. So I'm just gonna
that
answer the
is
first
hard.
question. Uh,
We'll go with the first question. Let's go easier. Just say not cold.
yeah, dessert that is not cold, apple pie. Just any pie.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine would be
Well, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it is. It's really good. Hot, like that hot sizzling. Maybe not sizzling, but hot, cozy, warm apple pie.
apple pie. Not like
It could be any pie as
paprika.
well, but
Is it paprika pie? Is it? I said polygon
what
pie.
is a paprika pie? What is a paprika pie?
Bro, I don't know. Do we just use fruit to make pie? Isn't it all like vegetable pie?
There could be, but what paprika?
What the fuck? Is it appropriate? I don't know why I said that. I said polygon pie. What the fuck was I thinking about? Apple
Holy
pie,
crap.
banana pie, pumpkin pie, chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie.
Not a pie.
I mean, pop. I don't consider chicken pot pie a dessert.
All right, that's your
Anyways,
dessert. My ideal dessert is nice bowl of soup. I think soup is pretty good. Nice to finish it off.
that's
Some
not a
soup.
dessert. Well, it depends. What type of soup are we talking about,
That's a chicken noodle soup.
bro? You're just yapping. Get out.
Also, yeah, to imagine you have
Get out.
nice, when you're sick, right? You drink like chicken noodle soup to like soothe your throat or help with inflammation. So after you have a nice meal, you drink some chicken noodle soup. It helps with the digestion and the inflammation.
Get out, bro. We're talking about dessert.
What do you mean?
Not not a dish.
Wait, what makes it not a dessert? Hmm?
According to Google, a dessert is the sweet course eaten at the end of a meal.
It doesn't have to be sweet. You can make it. You can make it sweet. You add sugar to it. Not a sweet.
I'm not arguing that dessert can't be savory, but
You want a sweet? You know what I mean? You can get some sugar and put it. It'll be sweet chicken noodle soup.
no, that's still not a dessert.
How?
It's just not.
No, it makes me. Why is that not a dessert?
It's just not a dessert. Chicken pot pie is a dish that
I said chicken noodle soup, not pot pie.
chicken noodle soup. That's a soup. You usually eat that maybe when you're
At the end
sick
of the meal.
or as you said, as a meal.
At the end of the meal. Let's say at the meal. At the end of the meal.
So okay, so would you say that all soups that you eat at the end of a meal is a dessert?
Technically, because if you look at, I would say, Asian cuisine, right? After you guys have a nice meal, you would drink some soup afterward, and we just call that technically a dessert for Asian cuisine. So I would say chicken noodle soup. Okay, in your favor, be sweet chicken noodle soup.
Okay, I'm looking at Google again. It says a course of usually sweet food, typically usually served at the end of a meal. So it does not have to be necessarily at the end of a meal. So, by that logic, soup would probably not fall under it, maybe, if you're making the argument that it's eaten at the end of a meal. Soup is
No,
not.
we're adding some sugar to it
Anyways,
there.
next topic, bro.
All
Next
right, all right,
topic.
all right. Next thing. All right. Our next food question is actually, can hot sauce make food taste better?
Can hot sauce make food taste better? How about you?
That's
How
right.
about you bite the
Like
bullet this
you have
time?
a boring ass meal. I think the some hot sauce actually make it taste better, like sriracha per se.
Okay.
So I'll be on this end. I feel like the hot sauce just is a whole favorite profile. Like let's say you have rice. Let's say you got nothing else with it. Put some hot sauce, stir that shit around a little bit. Maybe some sesame oil. Oof, spicy
Um,
rice.
I would say in most cases, yes, it makes it better.
All
It
right. I feel
also
like
just depends on what the sauce is. If it's absolute dog water, then no. But in most cases, yes, it's good. It makes it better.
yeah, right. Like even in like fall, right? Sometimes the chef can't like make good soup. You know what you do? You put some hoisin in there, then you put some hot sauce in there. Ooh.
Yeah, I like to think of it like this: hot sauce. Yeah, it's spicy, but the next closest thing you can view hot sauce as is an extra seasoning because it with hot sauce, right? I imagine it. If it's not spicy, then it's savory. Do
There's
you agree?
savory.
Like, let's say that hot sauce, right? It's spicy, but let's say in a hypothetical world that it is not hot. Would you associate hot sauce as sweet or as more savory?
That's just a sauce, bro. So it's not a hot sauce anymore, right? So it would
No,
be
no, I know, but
like ketchup.
assuming that all logic is out the door, like,
I will
I
say
guess,
this.
do you think sauce, when you envision sauce, would it be more towards sweet or more towards savory?
I will say, yeah, I think you're right. I would agree. It's more umami, a little salty. Right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Because that's what I usually would default to.
Okay, I agree with that. Like you would say, you also agree that hot sauce goes with everything.
Generally, yes. I like hot sauce.
All right, and that's nice. And lastly, our last topic for this episode two is one of my favorite vegetables of all time. Jeff, you already know what it is. What
Okay,
is it?
buddy.
It's fucking cilantro. The cilantro go with everything. You know, I'm a huge cilantro advocate. I will say yes.
I mean,
Your answer is
I also like cilantro. I have no complaints
no,
about
no.
it.
That's not the question. That's not the
Wait,
question.
what's the question?
The cilantro go well with everything.
With everything? No.
What the fuck?
So, you mean to tell me that if I put cilantro on my ice cream, will it be better?
Dude, this shit's fire. Cilantro ice cream. Oh, I didn't have to think about that yet. Hang on.
No, no, I'm not talking about the flavor of cilantro ice cream. I'm talking about freaking cilantro on top of ice cream.
I would love that actually. A cilantro flavor ice cream is actually kind of fire. Oh, you mean cilantro on top of ice cream?
Yeah.
Dude, it will be so nice because cilantro, it has that fresh, like citrusy thing. So on top of ice cream, it'll be like you get a little zesty kick to it. Oof.
I disagree. As much as I love cilantro, I don't think it goes on or it doesn't complement everything.
I feel like some people say like soap. I never understood that. Like, bro, I put that shit on everything. I put that shit on my cereal, my soup, my my tea, maybe, my ice cream. Dude, I actually remember a while ago we had a cheesecake, bro. I had to add some cilantro on it, and then oh my god, flavor explosion right in your mouth. Every bit so good.
I hope the comments rail you on this, bro.
No, did not bring me on shit. We add
I
cilantro
hope
on
the
everything.
comment rails
In
me.
what do we add? Number one thing, what do we add before we even squeeze a lemon? We add cilantro.
Okay, I agree. It tastes good with cilantro, yes, on pho.
And bunny before we adding some spread. After we add spread, what's the first thing we add? Cilantro, then the carrots and onions and whatever nonsense.
No,
But
you put in the
cilantro,
meat first and then you put in like all the other stuff.
yeah, that's true too. And then in tacos, after some meat, we put cilantro.
No, no, no.
Cilantro is the key.
I'll do you one better. Onions makes everything better. It goes on everything.
Yeah, if I have a tier list, bro, I think onions like number five, and then cilantro's number one for me, bro.
Nope, nope. Onions are number one for me. Like
Mm.
a burger, you can be very versatile with onion. It could be grilled onion. It could be like an onion ring. It could be raw onion.
It could be cilantro.
That shit. What onions on a burger? You can't go wrong with it. Cilantro on
What?
a burger? I've never seen anyone do that before.
Have you tried that? That shit is actually fun. You get some of the leaves. Oh my god, this is that nice and crispy. Oof.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might enjoy something like that just because I'm also a cilantro stan. But bro,
I
onions
have add
motivated.
cilantro to pizza before. It's actually not that bad. It kind of counters the greasiness of the pizza. It kind of counteracts. It kind of has a nice balance to it, if you will. There you go. And then cilantro on cereal too. Oof, nice vegetables.
Okay, buddy.
When I had the honey nut, but the one without that's not sweet with cilantro and milk, flavor explosion. Every bite, every moment. Just thinking about it. Oh, so hungry now.
No,
No, no.
no.
I'm zoning. Oh my, I'm just.
I would not even
The
wish my worst enemy this fate.
cilantro is the king of flavor. People might be saying it's chemistry. No. They're wrong. The underdog is actually cilantro. That's the king of flavor. You add it to anything, it tastes
No,
good.
onion is the king of flavor.
What the the onions does it depend. Is it like
Onion is
white,
so
red, green
versatile.
onion?
Look. I
No,
say
no, no.
onions are a lot better than cilantro because cilantro is a garnish. It's not really meant to be eaten on like
No.
a
You say onion, and you know
large
what's better than onion?
scale.
Shallots. Shallots like 10 times better than onions.
Yeah, yeah, round there.
You, you can stick. Okay, okay. Let's try and change it a little bit then. Let's do our top three things you can add to food that will make it taste better. I'll give you mine first. Ready?
Top three things.
At number three, I'll put onions.
Okay.
At number two, I will put might be controversial. I'll put ketchup. I'll put
Okay.
ketchup. I had ketchup with rice before. It's just also fire. And the number one cilantro.
Okay.
What do you got in mind? What do you got?
Okay, my list will be very similar, but number three, maybe cilantro. Like I said, I'm also a cilantro stan. Number
Ah, this.
number two, what would number two be? Okay, it doesn't work with everything, but I really like it. Jalapenos. And
I can see that work.
number one, onions.
What time?
Um,
Green, red, white.
I like red onion. Red. But
Ah,
pretty
red
much any
onion.
type of onion. Yeah.
I'll get it. I'll get it. All right, people in the comments, let us know what you think. You think cilantro goes well with everything, or you guys think onions goes well with everything?
It's onion,
Today is episode
obviously.
two. Obviously, Jeff is wrong. Just cilantro's the king of flavor.
False.
False. All right, whatever. All right, people. This is episode two of Jobless. If you agree or disagree, please let us know in the comments. Then that's it. We'll get back to you on episode three in 2 weeks.
Yes. 2 weeks. See you guys then.
See you guys then. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.